My name is Deepthi and Deepthi is on camera. Today's date is 6th of July 2016. I am interviewing Mr. R.S. Kohli for the first time. The interview is taking place at Gurgaon and is being conducted on behalf of the 1947 Partition Archive.
India was partitioned in August 1947. I was of 11 years of age and we were staying in Rawalpindi, which is now almost the capital of Pakistan. So on 15th of August, when we came to know that India is going to be partitioned, and it did happen, so we were still there in Rawalpindi, feeling that nothing will happen and this is just a migration or new change of the government. So till 7th of September, in 3 weeks further we were there, and we installed Muslim League's green flags on the top of our building and celebrated the partition with Pakistan and India. So, but as the things started deteriorating, the murders and a lot of things started happening, so we had to leave the house and the things. My father, he was captain in the army, so he could arrange the army train from where we, all the family people, could come to India. So when we started, we had nothing to carry with. They told us very clearly, don't carry anything because there will be no space available in the train. So we came in 3 clothes and boarded the train from Rawalpindi, and it took us 3 days to reach up to Lahore. Because when we reached, we were attacked. The train was attacked at every small distance by the villagers and those people. But as the train was an army train, so these people used to jump out and protect the train and the people around. So when we reached Shadra, it is about 20-25 kilometers from Lahore, they blocked the train with big trees on the railroad. And 2 days we were held up over there. And those people used to attack with axes and lot of other sharp weapons. But luckily, our army people were strong enough to drive them out. So when we reached Lahore, the train stopped there for a long time. So when we were asked, so we came to know that the drivers of the train, they are Muslims. They don't want to go to Amritsar because they are afraid they will be slaughtered. So slowly and slowly, the army people drove the train and reached Amritsar. During this time when we left Rawalpindi, all the way we were almost watching these cutting the bodies and throwing them out from the trains. And when we reached Amritsar, a lot of bodies on the platforms, blood was dripping everywhere, head is there, body is here, like this, a number of them. And we counted, me and my brother, we were just looking on the dead bodies. We counted more than 122, 123. And then on the other side, actually then from Amritsar, the trains which were moving to Lahore side, they started cutting and all that and murdering. So the things were in very bad shape. But from Indian side, when they were slaughtering the people, but they did not do anything wrong. I mean, they did not take away the ladies, they did not butcher the small children. Whereas on the other side, from Pakistan, they took away all the women, young or old or everybody, and slaughtered even the small children. So when we reached Amritsar, the train was to reach Delhi, but very slowly it was moving. So all this area was under curfew. So when we reached Ambala Kent, the curfew was off for 2 hours. So we came out from there, and our father said, let us get down over here because everybody is going to Delhi. Maybe we'll not get any place to stay over there. So we at the same time we didn't have anybody in Ambala Kent also. So we came out, took a Tonga horse-driven bullock cart or whatever it may be. So we were searching the place. So we found one place. It was a big house with, we understood that the people had just left for Pakistan. We opened the locks, we came in, cleaned the place and started staying over there. It was early 1947. The news was spreading that British government is to leave India and shall hand over the whole of India in the hands of Indians. But it shall be partitioned in parts. A major part shall be renamed as India or Bharat, and a part shall be in the hands of Muslims as per population, to be known as Pakistan, ruled by Muslim leader Muhammad Ali Jinnah. But still a controversy was on. A small religious sect, Sikhs, which were fighting under their leader, Master Tara Singh. They shall join. They shall join fanatic Muslims, Pakistan, or Hindus of India. Pakistan wanted Sikhs to be with their side, to make Hindu India weak, and promised Sikhs that from Amritsar to Lahore and Rawalpindi shall be Maha-Punjab, where in almost all the 6 holy places, Amritsar, Nankana Sahib, Panja Sahib, shall be included. In the month of March 1947, a general meeting was held at Lahore between Muslims and Sikhs under the banner of Muslim League, where stage was decorated with green colored Muslim League flags, and 2 chairs were put on the stage. When Master Tara Singh reached the stage, he lost temper and was furious to see the stage fully decorated with Muslim green colored flags. And he, Master Tara Singh, refused to speak in that atmosphere. Master Tara Singh withdrew his 3 feet long Sikh kirpan, which he always carried with him, and to be one of the Muslim League's green card, and tore one of the Muslim League's green card, flag. Though he escaped being murdered, but the riots started all over areas from Lahore to Rawalpindi and started spreading all over North India, where Muslims started attacking Sikhs and the Hindus. looting and taking away the Hindu Sikh girls, ladies, just to take revenge. Sikhs and Hindus in this part of India started killing Muslims and driving to Amritsar and Lahore. The trains loaded passing through Amritsar to Rawalpindi side were fully slaughtered. Everybody inside, men, women and children, migrating to Indian side were cut into pieces, bodies in parts and blood dripping from the trains reaching Wagah border and Amritsar. Sikhs became very furious at Amritsar and they also started cutting each and every body in the trains going to Pakistan through Amritsar. But they did not loot Muslims, raped or kidnapped the girls, women and Muslim of Muslim origins. When in August 14-15 night 1947, India was divided into India and Pakistan. India was left up to Amritsar and Lahore onwards to north to Pakistan. We were still in Rawalpindi till September 7th, 1947. On the morning of August 15, 1947, we celebrated the creation of Pakistan and installed green-colored Muslim League flag on our building. But during the day time, there used to be riots and killings, and during night time, a burning of houses all around. Just 2 or 3 months before the partition, there were riots and looting. Hindus and Sikhs living in isolated areas started moving to more populated Hindu and Sikh areas as Bori Mahalla. As our house was 3-story tall and located on the X road, one side leading to Garden College, the other side to Chaklala, and one side to Raja Bazaar, and the third side to Bori Mahalla. In the night, Muslims mobs with barchas and goladis, etc., used to attack Hindus and Sikhs who used to be carrying trisuls and kirpans. On the top of the floor or building, some strong Hindus and Sikhs used to gather to protect the road leading to Bori Mahalla. We small children used to gather glass bottles in the daytime and break them into sharp pieces. The elderly men, Hindus and Sikhs, used to make hand bombs, adding potash and other explosive wrapped with sharp glass pieces tightly with jute ropes. In the night time, when Muslims raiders used to attack Hindus and Sikhs areas, they used to shout loudly, Allahu Akbar, whereas Hindus used to say Har Har Mahadev and Sikhs Bole So Niyal. When Muslims used to hear Har Har Mahadev, they used to get encouraged and attack furiously from behind. Whereas when they used to hear the sounds of Bole So Niyal, they used to be attacked and more cautious. In the attack later on, all the Hindus as well, Sikhs, started together Bole So Nihal, Sat Sri Akal. When the Muslims mob attacks used to rush in the dark night, to oversight the Borimala. The strong Hindus and Sikhs used to fight and kill many of them on the spot. And hand grenade bombs on the mob were thrown from the top of our building. A lot of casualties used to occur, which we could witness in the mornings. When on September 7, 1947, we moved from Rawalpindi by military train through my father, who was captain from the army, and by the army train. The train was very well guarded. We were attacked a number of times by the village mobs, by Muslims, but they were pushed back by the Indian army personnel. When we reached Shadra, a few miles before Lahore, a very strong attack occurred. By big trees were thrown on the rail tracks. The army there had to stop, but very carefully encircled by the Indian army Jawans. And it took 2 days to clear the tracks under mob attacks from Pakistan. When the train reached Lahore railway station, the train drivers, who were Muslims, refused to drive, being afraid they will be killed in Amritsar. Then army personnel slowly drove the train to Amritsar and crossed the border to India. Whole of Punjab up to Delhi was under curfew. When we reached Ambala Kant, the curfew was off for 2 hours. We had nobody in Delhi where we could stay, as the train was destined to Delhi. Bauji, my father, asked us to get down at Ambala Kant, and we 5 persons, mother and 5 brothers, we got down and took a horse-driven tanga. We did not know where to go. We just started, and on Nicholson Road we noticed a big building. In front was still under construction. We were told just a few hours back, the owners of the building, a Muslim contractor, Suleiman Mishan, had left with his family for Pakistan. We broke open the locks, entered the big house, which had a big veranda and a good number of rooms, but very badly smelling with tobacco and other rotten things. There was a big water tank full of water. Our mother asked us to take off the clothes and start washing the walls and the whole floors and every place. And our father went out to bring some food from somewhere. So there were, for a few years, we did our schooling and college in GMN College, Ambala Kant post-graduation, and later on I joined WHO. And my 2 sisters, brothers, they all graduated in Ambala Kant and then got married.
Okay, this meeting between Muslim League and Tara Singh, were you a part of it? Did you go there when?
No, it was in Lahore,
okay,
and we were in Rawalpindi.
Okay.
But we could hear, and in the paper also, it came to know that Master Tara Singh was, when he stepped up to the stage, he found that it is fully decorated with green Muslim League flags. And 2 chairs were there where he was to give a lecture. But he got furious to see all this, that under them means we have to live. So he took his long 3 feet kirpan and tore it. And then, because these were Muslims and they are fanatic people, we don't know how he escaped from there or escorted, and the riots started. So at that time, the Sikhs were undecided. They were undecided because though our relations were with the Hindus, but as you know, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and on the other side Britishers and Muhammad Ali Jinnah, they promised that you will be looked after, Punjab will be given to you. So we said, okay, that is what we need. We need our individuality in India and Pakistan. But Muslims, when they behaved like that, so we came to India.
So, Uncle, as your father was in army, so was it not that he must have become part of Indian army after coming here?
No, he retired.
Oh, at that time he was retired.
He retired from the British Army. He took the retirement, though it was early for him. But he asked his general that he doesn't want to go ahead with the army. Last 2 years are left. So they gave him the pre-retirement.
So at the time you migrated, he was already out of army?
He was out of army.
And what about the other people around you, the other Sikh community and Hindu community in Rawalpindi? They all migrated?
They all migrated. Only a very few were left from both the communities. But they were not comfortable. Slowly and slowly they left. But most of the ladies which were left behind, they were taken away by them. So they were converted or turned to Muslims. Okay. And long back thereafter, my wife, we were in Kuwait. I stayed there for 34 years.
Okay.
And my wife went to Pakistan in a jatha to Nankana Sahib and Panja Sahib. There they found a lot of middle-aged ladies sitting outside the Gurdwara. And then they asked them, from where you are coming, Punjab में कौन सी जगह रहते थे, यहाँ से गए तो कौन से हिस्से में थे. So then they told that we are from you. We are the Hindu and Sikh ladies who are taken away by these people. And we are living as Muslims. But our heart is still with India. And as we don't want to openly tell these people, they will murder us. And they were still there.
ये कौन से साल की बात है अंकल?
It is in 56 or 57, about 10 years later on. So they were there, many of them, and it was a very sad story when they came back to India and or Kuwait. They were weeping all the time that those very good looking, smart ladies, they were left behind. And India did nothing to bring them out or something.
But there was this campaign started by Jawaharlal Nehru for exchange of women, right? Abducted women.
They did it, but very few. Very few. Those, they were converted into Muslim religion. They were married to Muslims. So they had their children also now. So maybe they didn't come or they did not allow them to go.
Uncle, what was your name at the time of birth? It was the same name?
Same name, Rajinder.
Okay. And any nickname you had?
Nickname was Kala.
Okay. What about your father and mother's name?
My father's name was Sardar Rajinder Singh Kohli, and mother's name was Mayavanti.
And what was your place of birth?
Mine was in Peshawar in 1936.
And your birth date?
4th of January 1936 in Peshawar, Pakistan.
So, Uncle, can you tell us about your family history? How far does it go? What all do you remember as to, if your surname, any story about your surname?
It was actually, we are basically from Chakwal, a small town or a district now, and my father joined the army, and it was the Second World War. He had to be taken to so many places during the wartime, and we were 6 brothers and 2 sisters, and studying in various schools and small places. So before the partition, my eldest brother, he was doing his MBBS in Amritsar, and my younger to him, the other brother, was in GMN College doing his graduation.
GMN College?
In Rawalpindi. And then the other 4 people, we were still in schools. Okay. And we did our schooling in Rawalpindi. And when we came after the partition to Ambala, so we did our high schooling from BD School, Ambala Kent, and did our graduations from GMN College, Ambala Kent. And then I did my MSc and post-graduations later on and joined WHO. And then I was taken to Middle East, where I stayed for about 32 years. And during the war between Iraq and Kuwait, in 1990, 2nd August, Saddam Hussein attacked Kuwait, and we were there, me and my wife, we were in Kuwait, and it was a devastating time, and lot of bombing and destruction was there. So we came back to India somehow, and I was taken back by WHO again to monitor the borders between Kuwait and Iraq, because the neutral zone was created where no Kuwaitis or Iraqis were allowed. Only the UNO personnel were allowed. So I was destined to look after their foods and other facilities. So I used to be taken by helicopter every day from Kuwait to the Basra border to look after them, and end of the day I used to be back to Kuwait.
Can you tell us, Uncle, something about your grandparents? They were, the family was basically from Chakwal.
As far as the grandparents are concerned, I didn't see my great-grandfather. They died much earlier. But my maternal grandfather was live. He was Hakim, a very well-known on Ayurvedic medicines. And he also came to India during partition and stayed in camps. And later on we could locate him and bring him to our place at home. He lived very healthy life up to the age of 104. And he was about 7 feet tall. Till the last day he was still walking straight, and he never used to ask anybody to give me a glass of water. He used to do it by himself. And he died a very smooth, death. So he just was on the bed. His granddaughter came and asked what you would like to eat. He said, no, I don't feel eating today. And after 2 hours he died.
Well, can you tell me something about how your childhood was in Rawalpindi? Like, how was the neighborhood, and basically how was the life there? Just a general idea.
Yeah. So, pre-partition, I was studying in mission school, and my elder brothers, they were senior to me. They were in different schools. And as we were young boys, and at that time there was no question of religion. So Hindus, Sikhs, Muslims, girls, boys, everybody used to play together, end of the day. So till the age of 10, 12, 11, we all used to be together. And till late evenings we used to play and eat together and distribute, mithais from mandars, gurdwaras, or go to the masjids. So we had no differences whatsoever.
Okay.
And we used to play all together, Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, and never used to have any feeling that he is from different religion and I am from different. There was no problem.
So the neighborhood in which you stayed also had Muslim
Yes.
people?
They were all Muslims and Hindus and Sikhs. There was no distinction at all. This all started later on by the political people. Before that, there was no such thing. My mother had a Pakistani fellow, almost the same age. We used to call him Babaji. And he was very close to my mother as a brother, more than real brother. He used to bring vegetables from his village and all those things and sit there. He used to give us the news that what these people are doing and which area they'll attack tonight, what they are discussing. And he advised my mother and father that the two daughters which you are having, better you take them away immediately to India. Don't let them stay over here. They were young girls. Don't let them stay here because the bad time is coming. So my father took a bus from there and brought both his daughters or my sisters to Dehradun and left them over here.
This is when? Which month?
In 47, about 3 months before partition.
You had relatives in Dehradun?
Yeah.
Okay. And your sisters were elder to you?
My one sister was elder to me, the second was younger to me.
Okay. Achha. So, Uncle, how was the daily life there? Like, who used to do the household work? Did you have any servants? And were you living in...
No, at that time there was no such system. There were all the ladies at home used to do the cooking and washing and cleaning of the places. And there was no such a thing that they are going for shopping or picnics or nothing. And at that time there were no televisions, no cars even, very rare car you will find on a road. And people had no other entertainment except some big radios used to be there, where in the evening only the news used to come and we used to hear what is happening. The whole day there was no transmission in the radios even. And that from BBC we used to hear Magdi Malo. He was the announcer who used to give the All India news and other news.
Okay. So, Uncle, when you were in Rawalpindi at that time, your father was posted there?
He retired and he was there.
Okay. So, he retired in which year?
In 46.
Oh, 46. So, before that, did you travel with your father to various locations as his posting?
Yes, we had been, when he was active in the army. So, the transfers were very common. These, rotations were there. So, he was transferred to Allahabad and we used to move with family to Gwalior, then to various more places.
Okay.
So every 3-4 months there used to be a transfer.
Okay.
And I did my schooling in Allahabad also, MacDonald School.
Okay.
So like these rotations were there.
Okay. Uncle, how were the festivals celebrated there? Which all festivals were celebrated?
All festivals were common.
Okay.
When the Diwali used to be there, all Diwali, buntings and all those things we all used to celebrate together. And mithais and sweets used to be distributed among Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs, everywhere. Same is the case with Muslims. When Eid used to be there, we all used to be in their houses, embracing each other, saying happy Eid to them and all that.
So you were allowed to eat at their places and they used to eat at
There was no problem.
So Rawalpindi was mainly, the Muslim population was higher there, or it was a mix of all of them? Was it a Muslim dominated city?
Rawalpindi was a very big city. It had the cantonment, army cantonment, and a lot of institutions and airport of its own, Chaklala airport. And it was a very big place and very beautifully being kept. So there was no problem in moving around, and there was no danger. Even, children, a lady or a girl goes out at 1 o'clock in the night and nobody is bothered. And nobody used to follow what will happen to her or worry about her. Because the law was very strict and the dirtiness was not there at all.
So, were there any theatres and plays also, any theatres for movies or any plays you would go to watch and all?
Yeah, at that time, we did not know anything about the theatres, but picture halls were there. Okay. About 6-7 picture halls were there in Rawalpindi, and one was close to our house. It was known as New Imperial. And the first picture which I saw in 1944 was Tan Sahan at that time, and because we were not allowed to see the pictures when we were in the school time. So only that picture, it was a very smooth and religious type of a historical picture. So we saw that one.
Okay. Uncle, what were the newspapers and magazines which used to come?
It used to be the only in Urdu. Milap, Pratap, these Urdu papers, because English was not so very popular. English used to start in the education from 6th standard. Before that, it was only Urdu one has to study, and everybody had to study Urdu. And law was in Urdu written, law books, all the magazines, all the newspapers used to be in Urdu. And I know Urdu, everybody, those who are from Pakistan side, they know Urdu very well.
So, uncle, in your school, what all subjects were taught other than Urdu? And did you read
Urdu was a basic medium. And then there used to be a small geography, history, and English was also a subject. But not very tedious type, very simple, easy way. And then we were not allowed to use these ballpoints. There were no ballpoints at that time. Ink pens we were not allowed. We were allowed only the lead pencil and chalk. And we used to write not on a paper or a notebook. Takhti we used to call it. It used to be a wooden plank. On that, we were supposed to write, and we used to write alaf, be, pe, te, te, sa, all. And end of the day, we used to wash it, clean it, and reuse it the next day.
So, Hindi was also taught in school?
No.
No, only Urdu. Okay. Even not even Gurmukhi?
No Gurmukhi.
Okay. So you learned Hindi after you came here?
Even now I don't know both of them.
So here you studied only in English. No, but here in your school...
No, here because all the subjects are, in English. And then when I entered the medicine line and all, it was all this. But I can read and write Arabic, Urdu, English, Hindi a little I can just manage it.
So the name of your school was Mission School only.
Mission school.
Any particular teacher, etc. you remember, or any incident you remember from your school time?
No, only one used to be the teacher for the whole class. Maulana, we used to call him Maulana. He was a Muslim fellow with dyed beard, red colored, and he used to teach all the subjects.
And your school was a co-education school, or it was a boys' school?
No, it was single, I think. Co-education we did not see. We saw co-education only in colleges.
Okay.
Before that, there was no co-education.
Okay. And your sisters studied in some different schools there?
In different schools.
Okay. And how were the food habits like there? I mean, what was cooked at home?
No, whatever was cooked at home. Normally in non-veg houses, once in a week used to be mutton, once in a week chicken, and fish used to be very rare because it's not very common on that side. And rest of the time it used to be one single vegetable or dal or something.
Okay. And was there a culture of eating out, in restaurants sometimes?
No. Food, nobody used to go out for eating because everybody used to eat at home. Only small snacks or something like golgappa, tikki, aloo tikki, these things people used to go out to eat.
Which locality was your house in Rawalpindi?
It was Chittiyan Hattiyan.
So were there any animals also, pet animals, cow and all you had at your home?
Yeah, a lot of cows were on the road.
No, in your home, any pet cow or for?
No, we were not keeping any domestic animal out
animals.
there
Okay.
because the house was in such a location. You cannot keep any animal. No place was there.
So uncle, this thing which you said that before in 1942-43 you came to hear about things like that partition is going to happen and India is going to be divided and British people are going to leave.
No, we came to know about partition only in 1947 beginning.
Okay.
It was in the month of January, February when we heard that India is going to be partition. Before that, Mahatma Gandhi used to come to Rawalpindi, and I heard him a number of times giving lecture. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru used to come. Liaquat Ali, who was the Prime Minister of Pakistan later on, used to speak in Company Bagh. And we all used to go and attend their meetings, not meetings, in these conferences and all that. And we had no ill feeling. There was no ill feeling at all.
Okay.
So it all started later on when, we started migrating. Before that, there was no such thing.
And when you were migrating, did you think that this is just temporary and you are going to come back here?
That is what, our parents thought. They thought that, this is a temporary thing. We go to India. So we did not bring anything. Even the gold thing, they were left behind. And my mother covered all the sofas and other places with white sheets and brought all the keys with her to India. That we will go back and reuse them.
Yes. So uncle, then we were talking about that partition thing. So you came to know that you people would have to move now. So what I've heard from other people, most people started migrating either before August when they came to know it is going to happen, or just around August. So so you guys, you're saying that your community was still deciding whether to stay there or come here. So had the Hindus in Rawalpindi started migrating?
They all started migrating, and because they didn't have the source like army train and all that, they all started in kaflas, in walking. By walking, small children, ladies, gents, old people on horsebacks or bullock carts. And they took days and days before they could cross the India borders of India and Pakistan.
So these must be the basically people with less resources. What about the other people who were like middle class, who had resources to take a train and all?
Those who could catch the trains, there were no charges for it. They were free of charge. Trains were moving, but all could not be accommodated. So in that case, the people wanted to escape, so that because many of them they are being slaughtered, so they wanted to go in groups and in caravans. They all moved in caravans, and the trains became risky later on when they came to know that they started slaughtering the trains. So the people started avoiding them, and really millions of people were killed. We used to see the bodies even in Rawalpindi, that hundreds of them, they are being butchered from both sides, Pakistan, Muslims, Hindu, Sikhs and all.
Did you know anybody personally who was your friend earlier, but he kind of backstabbed or he cheated on you? Any Muslim family? I mean, somebody who were your family friends earlier, but due to partition they turned against you. Was there anybody like that?
No, I didn't understand.
No, what I'm saying is that did you have any Muslim family friends who were your friends earlier, but because of these disturbances they turned against you?
There was no such thing. Okay. Those who were mixing with us, Muslims, and used to come to our place, or we were living in the same locality, nobody attacked each other. Those Muslims, they were kind enough, they used to protect us, they used to inform us, but all these people, those who attacked, they came from the various villages far away or other places to loot, take away the women and, kill. The local people did not attack on each other.
So in that army train, uncle, which came, which was arranged by you, that had all civilians and ex-army people who were taken?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those who, had been attached to the army, because they could tell them that I have got 4 people, I have got 2 people, so they accommodated them.
Okay. And at that time, one of your brothers was in Amritsar and rest the whole family was here?
Rest we were in Rawalpindi.
Okay. And what about your other uncles and extended family?
They all were in West Pakistan, because all at that time we used to be not very big business people or anything. They all were located in their villages or the nearby places.
Okay.
So our uncles, fathers, grandfathers and even their fathers, they all used to live in that part. Okay. We used to hear about Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Madras, big places. But nobody used to come to this side because we never used to have business in this side or any relation on this side.
Okay.
We all used to be concentrated on that Pakistan side.
Okay. So all your uncles and all, so they also during this time only they migrated?
They also migrated to India. Some settled down in Pune, some in Calcutta, some in wherever they went, they settled down.
And they were all in services only?
No, they started off their own. They started, growing up, and when they grew up, whatever job was available, they got it and they did it.
Okay. So who was taking care of the food and all when you were on this train journey from Rawalpindi?
Yeah. When we started, those 4, 5, 6 days when the train was to reach Amritsar, army was flying us small ration from their own. So they used to give us, not in plates or otherwise, and some chapati, dal, sabzi, whatever they were carrying around, they used to, and we had no problem. So when we reached Amritsar, then everybody was giving puris, dal, chanas, halwas, free of charge to everybody, a lot of it. Okay. And they were very accommodating when we reached India. And they tried to help us in all the way that, we should not feel that we have left our houses and we are going or moving to some other place. They all helped us a lot. And the government, well, at that time, the Minister of Rehabilitation was Meher Chand Khanna. He is the man who was very intelligent chap. He segregated the people coming from Multan, people coming from Jhang, people coming from Rawalpindi side, Chakwal side, I mean to such a way that they all should be able to accommodate each other in one location. So he allotted the places to the community in such a way that they should remain with each other. And the lands of Muslims, those who left, so these were allotted to them. And when the claims were made that whatever we left or what, so they wanted to compensate us, they did compensate very well. Now those people coming from Rawalpindi side, he gave one location or the villages surrounding to that community, those people, so that they should be able to live together. No, that was beautifully done. And within less than a year's time, all refugees were well set. They started earning of their own. They started small businesses. They were standing on their own feet. Nobody asked for a single penny from the government or aid or anything. Within a year, all the camps were almost dissolved.
And this army which brought you from there to here, this, now because independence had already happened, so this army belonged to India?
It was the Indian army, but as the train was going to India, so naturally no Muslims were taken in. So they were all, taken care by the Hindus and Sikh army people. Because they were to enter India, so Muslims were not in them.
So, Uncle, for how long did you stay in Amritsar after reaching Amritsar?
No, we didn't stay in Amritsar. The train we stopped there, curfew was on, but we could see each other and everybody was so much afraid because of the bodies and blood and everything. So there was no sense of moving out. So we stayed in the train and we knew that the train is to move to Delhi.
So did you have anybody in Delhi? You had plans that you will go and stay with them in Delhi?
No. We had nobody in Delhi, nobody in this part of India.
Except for your brother?
My brother was in Amritsar studying in the college, Amritsar, in MBBS when he was doing. So he was also not available. Naturally, nobody can go and stay with them. So when we reached Ambala Kent, for 2 hours the curfew was off. So we got down over here. But we have no regrets all our life. From childhood, partition, thereafter, we had no regrets. We lived nicely. These breaks and these ups and downs were there in between. But it comes into the life.
So how did your father start, what did he start doing after coming to Ambala? Like how did you settle? What work did he take up?
He was at that time about 55 or 57 years of age. At that time there was a shortage of onions in North Punjab. And North Punjab, every house used onions. So he used to take a truck from Punjab to Calcutta. And from Calcutta get it loaded with onions and used to bring to Delhi and Ambala and Punjab and sell it at good price. So he started business in these things.
No, so this was how long after you had taken that home?
In a few months' time. When he found we are settling down, schooling we started, so then we had to do something. We were too small. We could not do anything. So he used to move around and do it like this.
No, so in between, did you carry, you carry any money and all from there? So
No,
how
nothing.
did you survive during that time, till the time?
Nothing, not a single penny was in our pockets. When we hired the Tangawala, so the fellow was kind enough. At that time it was only 2 annas, 3 annas to be given, but it was a big amount at that time. But that he also didn't charge. We didn't carry anything.
Okay. So now what I'm asking is, before you started this onion business, so how did you manage in that time with the family? I mean, from where did the money come?
Well, at that time, I don't know exactly, but we could manage for school fee and all that. Because he was having his accounts in Lakshmi Bank, Rawalpindi. And Lakshmi Bank, Rawalpindi had some branch in Delhi. But as he was not carrying the passbooks and all those things, and there was no computer system to locate or to find out whether it is correct or not, but somehow he was managing.
Okay. So then that you stayed in that house only, and what about the claim settlement and all?
Okay, that house, it was a big house and really good one. Then when my father put his claim of Rawalpindi's building and, locations and all these things being given properly, and then you had to give 2 witnesses that whatever you are writing or saying is correct. So from our own locality, from Rawalpindi side, so he had 2 friends, those who used to go to the court and certify that we know this fellow, he retired from the army, he was having 7 children and a big building, and his living was very good quality. And then this claim, whatever is given. So they used to say, okay, the value of that property was, let it be, it never used to be in lakhs, it used to be in few thousands. So if it is 15,000, so we give this place, this is about 7,000. Okay, 4,000 more we have to pay. 4,000, then they gave us the agricultural lands.
Achha, they gave you agriculture. Where did they give that land?
They were in Molana, it was near Jagadri,
Achha, Haryana.
Haryana. So they gave the lands, so we were getting production from there, and we had no regret that, we have left everything and we should go on weeping or grumbling. No.
And what about the other? So did you get in touch with other people who had migrated from there?
They all were well off later on. They all started doing, and they were happy that they are in free India. So they were all happy, and now you can see in Delhi itself.
Yeah.
The all, Plaza, Rajinder Singh, I know him, he died recently, he occupied.
Ansal Plaza you're talking about. You're talking about Ansal Plaza.
No, this is another Rajinder Singh.
Okay.
Then these big hotels, they were by 6, they just went in, occupied, and then took over. Now my sister's father-in-law's younger brother, he occupied on Curzon Road, a Bangalore, a golf link, a Bangalore, and then diplomatic enclave. So they all got it. It is now their value is in crores and crores. But at that time, they were nominal prices. And people never used to have a lot of money. Nobody used to say that I have got crores and lakhs. No. People used to be simple, no telephones, mobiles, no videos, no televisions, no cars, very simple living it used to be. I remember when we were in Rawalpindi, we were having only one cycle. We used to go to school in the morning, 3 brothers, and come back and clean it and make it okay. When we came to Ambala camp, we used to walk down to our college, no transport. And we never used to regret. Evening we used to go for playing and all that. And there was no such TV or videos or nothing. And life was very simple and good, healthy life.
So uncle, and then in Ambala you completed your education, post graduation, everything you did from Ambala. So then when did you get married and when did you start working?
I started working in the year 1958 until 1963. 5 years I worked in a French company as a medical representative. And I did earn a good amount of money. I was 28 years of age at that time. And I got married. And I had, then I, sorry, migrated to Kuwait. I had daughter in India, only 2 months old, when I left India. So the other 2 daughters are born in Kuwait. So I took a risk. Though I was well off in India, I was in a French company, I was earning very good salary. But I said, no, I must see some other things also in the world. So I went, I was in WHO for quite some time. Then I started business of my own in medical line.
This was when? After retirement? Okay.
And then I was a consultant for sterilization of all hospital equipment and operation theatres.
Okay. In which year did you retire?
I came back to India when I was just 60 in 1996.
Okay. And from which college did you do your graduation, post-graduation?
I was in Chandigarh, Chandigarh Punjab University.
You did your MSc from there?
I did MSc in botany.
Okay. And what was your wife's name?
Kulbir Kaur. She was also botany graduate.
Okay.
And we stayed, I mean, we were married together for 4 years.
Okay.
And then she developed cancer.
Oh.
9 years back, she died in 2007.
And you have 3 daughters?
I've got 3 daughters. One is in Japan settled,
Okay.
one is in Nagpur, one is here in DLF Phase 2.
And what about your grandchildren?
I have got, I'm on 4 generations.
Okay.
My middle daughter of Nagpur has a daughter, and her daughter is having the children.
Okay.
So I am great grandfather,
Okay.
and my great grandchildren are 3 to 4 years old.
Okay. So overall, uncle, what do you feel about partition? I mean, do you think that it should not have happened, or whatever happened is
No,
good, or it could have been avoided?
And sometimes when we sit among ourselves, so sometimes we say it was good that partition occurred and we came down to this side. Otherwise we would have been, in the well over there. So, same lines of forefathers of people they were running, we would have been doing the same.
So, but there were opportunities in Rawalpindi
Yeah.
also. I mean,
we cannot say because my eldest brother was in BSc, second to eldest. Eldest was in doing MBBS, and rest we didn't have anything where to go and what to do after studies. So we came to India. When you are being pushed, you start running and looking on all the sides. So that is what happened. Then we looked for the opportunities. Whatever opportunity we got and found that it is good and respectable, we did it.
so did you ever get to know what happened to your house and all those things?
Yes, my brothers, about 15 years or 20 years back, my 2 brothers, they went to Rawalpindi they particularly to see the place. And they went, the house is still standing, same location, though outside the look is a little different. And the people living inside, they went, knocked the door, they opened, they found that Sardarjis are there, because we are not normal people there.
Right.
So they were astonished why you are coming in and all that. Some ladies and some gents were there. So they told them very politely that this is the house where we used to live before partition. And this we left out at the time of partition. So those people welcomed them inside, gave them something to eat and all, and respectfully took them to all the rooms and all the places to show them that they are still keeping those places. Then my brother asked for the things which we were having and so many costly things. They said we do not go. Because their fathers came or who occupied first and all. But they were kind enough.
Okay.
Even now, when you go, whosoever goes from India, whether Sikh or Hindu, goes to Pakistan, they are very well respected. They are being taken to the various places. They are being taken by their tongas or taxis or whatever may be. They don't charge you a single penny. And then the food and all that they serve you, knowingly that you are not to eat meat of theirs. They will not give. They will give you the other things. And they don't charge you. They respect you a lot. And the old people, those who are there in our time. So I didn't go to Pakistan. But those people whom our people went and met, they were weeping. They used to say, we were better when it was not partition. Now the poison is from both sides. Daily in the morning when we see the paper, all nonsense is going on. So we were living together. We had no ill feeling against each other. So even now you go, you are very well respected. General public is very much in favor of India and Pakistan. When Pakistanis they come here, they are well respected. Same is the case there. But only the political people, those who are, they want to
take advantage.
So they are doing like that. Otherwise, no.
Would you want to go there once in your lifetime?
Not now. Now the age is such. Before I wanted to go, but unfortunately at that time my wife was sick.
Okay.
So for 5 years she was on the bed.
Oh.
So at that time there was a chance when my brothers were on the bed.
Right.
So I could not.
Uncle, any friends you had there whom you would want to be in touch with again if they are still
No,
around?
we were small and at that time, there was no system of communication. There was no telephones at home.
So now if you would want to be in touch with them, because these interviews would be happening there also.
No, it would
So,
be not. Now
anybody you
70
remember?
years back, the place where you had been living, now the other people are living and others are gone, everybody has gone to various places. We know there used to be 2-3 good friends in the school days and evening we used to play, but hardly to locate.